A nice, comfortable position. You can have your legs stretched out so the back of your calves is on the floor, or you can have your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor, whichever is more comfortable for you. But let's just take a moment after a very busy weekend, no doubt, to just come onto our mat, ready for our practice, and gently just close your eyes. And as we do at the start of every practice, we're going to check in with how we feel today. We're going to check in with how our breath feels, how our mind feels, how our body feels, and just do a little scan over your body. Just notice if there is any area that you need to be aware of, maybe some tightness around your ankles, your calves, even your hips, your lower back. Making sure you're not holding on to any tension in your neck or your shoulders. Gently pull those shoulders down away from the ears. I want you to take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, just feel you're letting go. You're letting go of everything outside of this moment. Just all of your awareness, all of your focus, just on yourself, your body, your breath, just for the next hour. And then as we scan over our body, making sure everything feels as relaxed as it can be, we also make sure that our face is relaxed, our forehead, our eyes, our cheeks, our jaw, our shoulders. You can feel your body starting to almost melt down into the surface beneath you. You can feel your hips naturally opening, your feet flopped out to the side. And just settle into that stillness just for a moment. Just enjoy that stillness just for a moment. And then we're going to bring our focus just onto our nostrils, onto our breath. And as we do that, we gently start to bring more breath in through the nostrils, expanding the belly at the same time. As you exhale, you breathe out through the nostrils and your belly goes down again. So just focus on some belly breathing initially. So opening up the belly, lifting it up like a balloon as you breathe in, and then exhaling and letting it just soften down as you breathe out. Good, and again, nice long slow breaths in. Nice long slow breaths out. Let's bring that breath up a little bit higher now, so it comes from the belly all the way up towards the chest. And then you exhale and soften. So you're not forcing this breath, you're breathing at the length of your breath, but you are doing a longer, slower breath. And try and make it even as well. So just gently breathe in on a nice, even, smooth line. And exhale and soften. Lovely. We're going to do one more breath like this. And then as we exhale, we softly open our eyes and just take our gaze up towards the ceiling. I'm going to bend one leg and then the other, feet flat on the floor. And then I'm going to take my feet a little bit wider than my hips and just let my knees come together. So just notice how your back feels, notice how your hips feel here. And then gently have your hands on the floor next to you, away from your body, palms upwards. And slowly, as you inhale, take both of your knees just over towards the left. And then as you exhale, you roll through the bottom of the foot and you windscreen wipe your knees over to the right. And again, inhale over towards the left, slowly rolling through. Again, at the length of your breath, but as you're doing this, just notice if you do have any tightness, any twinges, anything going on in the back, the hip, the glutes. And you're just gently starting to wake up the hips and the lower back. Lovely. We're going to do this one more time, doesn't matter which way you're on. And then bring the knees up towards the centre. Walk your feet in so your heels are in line with your hips again. And then you're going to pull your right knee in towards you. Let your hands just link together at the top of your shin and let that knee come in towards the chest as you feel your lower back press down. And then as you breathe in, pull that knee in a little bit tighter. Again, feeling that stretch in your lower back. Good. I'm going to bring my left leg in this time as well. Hug both knees in towards me again, feeling that stretch in your lower back.
You can gently rock your knees side to side if that feels nice, giving yourself a little massage on your lower spine. And then you bring it to stillness. Bring both of your hands over to your left knee and place your right foot on the floor, hugging your left knee in towards you with a nice deep breath. And remember, we're still doing our nice long breaths, expanding our belly, drawing the breath all the way up into the chest, and then exhaling and softening. So let those elbows drop down, let those arms drop down. Nice deep breath in and exhale. Good. Keeping hold of your left knee. If you want a slightly deeper stretch, you can slide your right heel away from you, keeping it on the floor and stretching out through your right leg, but flexing your foot so your toes go towards the ceiling. So your left knee is pulling in towards the chest. Your right leg is active but lengthened out. If that isn't comfortable on your lower back, you can keep your knee bent. Good. I'm going to swap sides. So I bring my right knee in, I swap my hands, I lengthen my left leg out. Again, you do have the option to just keep that foot bent even, knee bent, foot flat on the floor. Hugging that in. Feel the stretch down the front of your left hip. Good. I'm going to bend my left leg now, place my foot on the floor, and then I place my right ankle on my left thigh and just gently open my right knee out to the side. So you've got a figure of four position here. My right hand is pressed onto my right inner thigh and I'm just opening that out to the side, and I can just feel a stretch in the inner thigh, maybe around the bottom a little bit. Okay, now you can hold it here if this is enough. If you want a slightly deeper stretch on your inner thigh, keep your right ankle on your left knee and then slide your left heel away, straightening the leg out, but keeping the ankle there. So if that isn't comfortable, or if you find your lower back lifting, bend the knee again and have your feet flat on the floor. Good. Nice deep breath in here. And exhale. Now, engage your core and then slide your left heel back in towards you. And then place your right foot on the floor. Swap sides. So left ankle goes on the right thigh. Open your left knee out to the side. Gently place your hand on your inner thigh, just opening that knee and just noticing how this feels around the hip, around the inner thighs, the outer glutes. And then if you want, you can keep your foot here with your knee bent, or you can lengthen the right leg out, feeling a slightly more intense stretch, straightening out the leg, heel down in towards the floor. You can keep the knee bent if that's more comfortable, and try not to put any pressure on your right knee with your left foot. Good, nice deep breath in here. And exhale. Good. Now engage your core and gently slide that right leg back in if it's out. Place your left foot on the floor. Hug one knee in towards you, followed by the other. Place a hand on the top of each knee, and then we're just going to circle the knees. So I'm going to inhale, draw the knees in towards me, and as I exhale, I take them both wide, drawing them round towards the centre and then back in towards me. So I'm just circling the knees round with my breath, drawing the knees in towards me, taking them wide, pushing them away, and then circling back towards the centre. Good. We're going to do this 2 more times. Lovely. 1 more time. Hug those knees in towards the chest, and then exhale here. So we're going to gently come up to a sitting position. You've got 2 options for this. You can either roll over onto your side and push yourself up to a seated position, or you can rock yourself up to one. Placing your hands just behind your knees, you can gently rock up, come up to a seated position, and then you're going to slowly come onto all fours. So try and make sure you're in the middle of your mat. Find that nice tabletop position. If at any point it gets a bit too much on the wrist, come into child's pose. Just make sure you're spreading that weight through the whole of your hands. Now a little cat-cow here. So start with a nice flat back. Think of drawing up in that navel and pressing the chest away from the floor. I'm going to press into the top of my feet at the back, and then as I inhale, I push my belly down as I tilt my pelvis upwards and I just slowly look forwards. And then as I exhale, I draw my belly up, chin towards the chest and round through the back. Good, now keep doing this at the length of your breath. So inhale and gently just rounding that lower back, and then push all the way up through the shoulders as you exhale. So feel each individual little vertebrae here, just gently waking up. Feel yourself moving your blood flow, your oxygen to each part of your spine. And notice how your back feels. Notice how your neck feels. And try not to put any strain on the shoulders. We're going to do this one more time each way. And then we come back to our neutral spine. Lovely. You're going to come down onto your forearms. Now you can bring your palms together, or you can have your hands so they're parallel, whichever feels more comfortable for you. Push into the palms, push into the forearms. So try and lift your chest away from the floor. Take your left leg straight out behind with your toes still touching the floor. Keep the toes tucked and then push back into your left heel. So you'll feel a stretch in your calf. Press into the top of your right foot and try not to let your neck disappear as your head pushes backwards. Try and lengthen your shoulders away from your ears. Good, one more breath in here. And then exhale and draw that knee in. Same the other side. I'm going to lengthen all the way out with my right leg, toes are tucked. I just keep my gaze down, just between my forearms, and I push back into that right heel. Feel a stretch in the calf. Nice long breaths. Wonderful. Bring both of those knees together. I'm going to take my knees a little bit wider now. Big toes stay together, and I'm going to slowly just walk myself back into a child's pose. I can gently rock from side to side to ease into it, and then decide where you want your head to come. You can stack your hands and have your forehead resting on your hands. You can have your hands flat and have your forehead there, or your forehead can come all the way down towards the floor. But I would like you to pull those elbows back and pull those shoulders back. So you're not weighting, you're not resting all of your weight on your elbows. Your weight is on that point in the middle of your forehead, whether it's on the floor or your hands. And as you're breathing in, you're opening all the way up through the lower back. You're drawing that breath all the way up the spine. And then as you're exhaling, you're allowing yourself to soften down. Good, and again, nice long breath in here. And exhale. Lovely, let's press into those hands, gently bring our weight forwards, press your knees back underneath your hips. Good, I want you to slowly lengthen up here. So as we lengthen up, you just come onto your knees. If that isn't comfortable, you can always double up your mat, have your knees on there. Now, I want you to squeeze your bottom underneath and engage your core. So even in this position, to stop yourself wobbling, you're engaging your core. You might feel a little bit of a stretch down the front of the thighs. I want you to link your hands together and then lift them up to chest height. Good. Now keep pressing down into the tops of your feet. Drop those shoulders down away from your ears. And just feel that stretch here, just in the top of the shoulders. Tightening your belly, tightening your bum. Good, nice deep breath in here and exhale. Lovely, we're going to inhale, stretch up. Keep the arms round, think of a ballerina. Exhale, relax your shoulders down. Good. Bring your palms together, stretch all the way up towards the ceiling. Lean over to the left. So engage your core to keep yourself nice and even here. Keep pressing into both of your feet. We inhale up towards the centre, and you gently just go over to the other side, just working your side muscles a little bit here. You don't need to go very far. I'm going to inhale up towards the centre, palms down in front of the heart space. Good. Inhale, take the arms up and wide. Gently fold forwards. So drawing up through the navel, I slowly lower myself down. Good. Hands come down to the floor, back into my tabletop position. Wonderful. Now, again, we often do this exercise. It does work your core. You're going to draw up through the navel, start with your nice flat back. We're going to take opposite arm to opposite leg out in front and out behind. So I take my right arm out in front, my left leg out behind, but I hold it here. Now, press into your right foot, grip with your left fingers, keep your gaze down towards the mat, don't look towards me. Good, nice deep breath in here, and then exhale and down. Same on the other side, so I lengthen out through the left, everything touching the floor presses down. I draw up through the navel, I've got a straight line from the crown of my head to my tailbone, and then on my exhale, I gently come down. Good, opposite side. So lengthen out. If you're a little bit wobbly, you don't have to go as high. Really press down into everything touching the floor and try not to let your right hip go out to the side. We hold for one more breath and then we exhale and down. One more time. It's hard when you hold it. Lengthen out. Good. Keep that right arm straight. Keep pressing into the left foot. Keep looking down towards the floor, nice and strong. Wonderful. One more breath. Exhale and down. Wonderful. Gently sit your bottom back towards your heels. Gently bring your arms back. Come into a little child's pose. Circle round through the wrists. If you get any aches and pains there, just gently ease off. Good. Nice deep breath in here. And exhale. Okay, so I'm just turning sideways so you can see better. So from here, I'm going to slide my arms forwards, but this time I'm going to have my forearms down. And as I bring my forearms down, I just come into a little forearm plank. So what I don't want is a bend in the waist. I want to press into my forearms and have a straight line from crown of the head down towards my tailbone and from my shoulders to my knees. So try not to let your thighs drop down. Lift up in the thighs, engage in the belly and squeeze your bum. Now, don't drop your head down, wondering when I'm going to come out of this horrible position. Keep your head up so we've got that straight line. One more breath here. And then we exhale and we slowly lower. So I bring my thighs down, my belly, take my elbows wide and just rest my chin on my hands. You can gently rock through the spine, walk through the legs, roll from side to side. Good. Now, you're going to take your arms wide again, but your arms are going to be off the mat. Your elbows are going to be in line with your shoulders. You're going to press into the tops of your feet and try not to have your feet too wide here. Try and have your feet in line with your hips. And contrary to what a lot of us think, our hips aren't out at the edge of your mat. So press down into the tops of your feet. Push your pelvis down into the mat and squeeze your bum cheeks. Tighten your belly. And then we're just going to slowly come into a little Sphinx pose. So pressing everything down, I press into my forearms and I just gently lift up in the chest and look forwards. Don't drop the back of your head towards your back and really lengthen through the core, lengthen through your belly. Take a deep breath in here and then exhale and gently lower down. Good. You're going to slide your hands back, bringing your hands in line with your chest. Tuck your toes, and then slowly just push yourself back up to a tabletop position. Good. Find that tabletop position here. One more on our hands and knees before we come up. I want you to tuck your toes. So with your toes tucked, we're going to come into a little hover. Any point you need to come down, if it's uncomfortable on your wrist, you come back down to the floor. So my wrists are under my shoulders, my knees are under my hips, my back stays flat. I grip with my fingertips And then all I do is I lift my knees 2 inches off the floor. As I do that, I'm drawing up through the belly, I'm pulling my thighs up, I'm pulling my chest away from the floor. As I said, if it's uncomfortable, come back down onto your knees, give your wrists a little bit of a break. Remember, the lower the knees are, the more it's working your core. Try and keep that back nice and flat. Take one more breath in here, and then we exhale. We lower the knees, top of the feet, and stretch back into an active child's pose. This time with your arms lengthened out in front. Good, nice long breath in here, and exhale. Wonderful. Now let's press into those hands. Let's bring ourselves forwards. You're going to tuck your toes and slowly just roll back onto your feet. We're going to gently come up to standing, taking care of the spine, using these legs to come all the way up as we roll through the spine. Wonderful. Come and stand towards the front of the mat. Remember, I don't wear these leggings very often. Find your nice, strong mountain pose. So, feet are hip distance apart. Spread those toes, plant them down. Lengthen up through the knees, making sure they're not locked out. Squeeze your bottom underneath, squeeze your belly, drop the shoulders. Who knew standing was so difficult? We've been doing it for years. So, my arms are strong here. I can feel myself grounding. I'm pressing down into each individual little toe. Good. Take a deep breath in, lengthen up. Palms together. You're going to lean over towards the left. But as you lean over, keep the weight even in your feet. Good. Inhale, up towards the centre. Over towards the right. Try and keep your arms straight and you'll feel it down the side of the body. We inhale up towards the centre. Over towards the left. Good. Inhale, up towards the centre and over towards the right. Wonderful. Up towards the centre, palms down in front of the heart space. Now, you can do that same thing again, or you can try it a little bit differently. I'm going to cross my left leg over my right leg. So squeeze your thighs together. It's harder than it looks, isn't it? Okay, so bottom is squeezed underneath, core is engaged. You can always go back to the first one if this feels a bit wobbly. Take a deep breath in, stretch up. Lean over towards the left. Good, press down in those feet. Inhale up towards the centre. Over towards the right. Good, keep your chest towards me as we come up towards the centre, over towards the left. Good, and again, one more time, over towards the right. Come up towards the centre, hold it here, palms down in front of the heart space. Good, relax your legs off, have a little wiggle. Let's do it the other way. So you're going to take your right leg over your left leg. Straightening through the legs, squeezing your thighs together and try not to twist in the hips. Good. Bottom squeezed underneath, let's engage that core. Take a deep breath in, stretch up. Lean over to the right. Good. Slowly come up towards the centre, over towards the left. And again, up towards the centre, over towards the right. Wonderful. And again, over towards the left. Come up towards the centre, palms down, front of the heart space. Wonderful. Release that off. Okay. Keeping the feet down again, in line with the hips. We're going to come into a little chair pose. I'm just turning sideways so that you can see. If you're more comfortable, you can just put your hands to your waist. So, I take a long, slow breath in, and then as I exhale, I'm going to push my bottom out behind so I get a diagonal in my spine. Once I've got that nice flat lower back, that's when I then bend my knees. So, I don't want to stick my chest or my bottom out. I want to really tuck that tailbone. And when I do that, I pull through the navel. You'll feel your weight come more onto your heels. So press into these palms here. So yes, you can feel this in your thighs,
But you pull through that navel, you will also feel this in your core. Nod if you agree, or you just want me to shut up and get on with it. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale. Okay, anytime you need to come out of any of these positions, you come out. I'm going to turn to the right. So I'm going to drop my left elbow down and my right elbow goes up. And I just twist on the waist. And then I come back towards the centre and I'm going to go the other way. So the hands stay there, they just pivot so they're parallel to the floor. And then I come up towards the centre. Lift up, straighten up. Side bend to the left. Lovely. Inhale up towards the centre. Side bend to the right. Inhale up towards the centre, down into your chair. Pushing your bottom out behind. Squeezing through this belly, pressing down into the feet. Good. Nice deep breath in. And exhale. This time we're going to go to the left first. So I drop my left elbow down. Oh no, we haven't gone the wrong way, sorry. Doesn't matter. Come back towards the centre. Opposite side. Right arm comes down, left comes up. Back towards the centre. Hold it here. Stretch up. Lean to the left. Good. Stretch up through the centre. And then over towards the right. Good. Back towards the centre. Palms down in front of the heart space. Lovely. So, make sure your core is engaged through all of these exercises. We're going to step back with our left leg, but as I step it back, I drop my heel in and I turn to the left side of the room. I'm then going to open my arms out for a warrior two. So just take a moment just to find your warrior two first. Your front heel goes into the arch of your back foot. Your knee is over your ankle and you're lengthening out through the arms. Good. You're going to look towards me and your front fingertips. Perfect. Take a deep breath in here and exhale. So I want this bottom tucked underneath, the core engaged, pressing evenly into both feet. I'm going to lift my arms up, link my hands together, and then I'm going to place them on the back of my head. Okay, keeping my arms on the back of my head. And they're really freaking all out now. So, keeping the arms on the back of my head, my legs stay where they are. I take a deep breath in, and then as I exhale, I bring my front elbow down to the side, squishing in my little waist here. I then inhale up towards the centre, and then I lean backwards, bringing my elbow down towards my back. Good. Inhale up towards the centre and just gently bring that elbow down towards the side, just working the obliques. Good. Back up towards the centre and then back behind. Good. Come up towards the centre and hold it here. Lengthen your arms out back into your warrior two. Good. Straighten the arms, straighten the front leg, palms come together, down in front of the heart space. Turn towards the front of your mat and step up. Same on the other side. So we're going to step back with our right leg, toe goes down, heel drops in, and then we open out to the side, looking towards your fingertips. Be mindful of any twinges you may have anywhere. So if you need to go smaller, go bigger, find where it feels right. Make sure that knee is over your ankle. So my bottom is squeezed in, my core is engaged. I'm lengthening out with those arms. Look towards your left fingertips. Nice. Feel the strength here. Evenly pressing down into both feet. I'm going to lift my arms all the way up. My chest turns towards the right side of the room and I link my hands together and I place them behind my head. I take a long, slow breath in here. And then as I exhale, my left elbow tilts down towards the front knee. I inhale up towards the centre. So we're using our obliques here, our side abdominals, to just gently move backwards and forwards. The legs don't move, and you're just gently going each side, making sure your core is doing the work here, not your back. If at any point this is uncomfortable for your back, stop what you're doing. Come to standing or just back to your warrior two. We're going to do this one more time each way. lengthening down. Good, chest stays towards the right end of the room. Wonderful, let's come up towards the centre and hold it here. Let's take the arms back out into our warrior two. Wonderful, straighten your front leg, palms come up and down in front of the heart space. Turn your chest towards the front of the mat and then step up. Okay, we good? All we're going to do is repeat what we've already done. So the sidey ones, the chair, the warrior two with the squishes. Okay, I don't think they're the official yoga terms, but you get the general gist. Okay, so take a deep breath in, find that nice strong mountain pose. Press down into those feet. Bottom is engaged, core is engaged. Wonderful, nice straight arms. Take a deep breath in, lift up. I'm going to lean to the left first, stretch over. Good, inhale, come up towards the centre. Exhale, over to the right. Inhale, up towards the centre, chair. Pushing back into your chair. Pressing down, good. I'm going to drop my right elbow, lift my left elbow, just twist to the side. I'm going to come back towards the centre, chest high, and then twist to the other side. I come back towards the centre, hold it here. Good, straighten. Lean to the right. Good. Inhale, lean to the left. Really pull away with those arms. Feel that stretch in the waist. Inhale towards the centre, palms down in front of the heart space. Good. Step back with your left leg into your warrior two. Opening out to the left and lengthening the arms. Take a nice long breath in here, finding the strength in your warrior. Good. We're going to lift our arms up, we bring them behind our head. We take a deep breath in and then you're going to come forwards to me with your right elbow. You inhale up towards the centre and then gently over to the other side. Good. Up towards the centre, over towards the front. One more time. Good, let's come up towards the centre and lengthen the arms out. We straighten and lift up, palms come together and down in front of the heart space. We turn towards the front of the mat and then we step up. Take a deep breath in, stretch up, lean to the right. Good, inhale up towards the centre, lean to the left, lengthening through that core. Up towards the centre and into our chair. We push back, tilting that pelvis underneath, bending all the way down. Nice deep breath in and exhale. We drop our left elbow, turn to the right. Good. Inhale back towards the centre, turn to the left. Inhale back towards the centre and hold it here. We're going to straighten and then lean to the left. Good. Inhale towards the centre, over to the right. Up to the centre and then palms down in front of the heart space. Good. Step back with your right leg this time. Drop the heel, open out. Looking towards your front fingertips. Good. Find the strength. Plant it down, engage the core, squeeze the bum. We lift our arms up, we take them behind the head. You're going to do a long, slow breath in here, and then you bring that front elbow down. Good. Chest stays lifted. Up to the centre, and then gently lean to the other side. Just little side crunches. Up towards the centre. Good. One more time to the back. We come up. We're not pulling the head, we're just resting our hands there. We come up towards the centre, and then lengthen out. Good, palms down towards the floor. We straighten our front leg, palms come together, down in front of the heart space. Turning towards the front of the mat, we're going to step up. Take a deep breath in, stretch up. Little fold forwards, but bend the knees and gently come down. Have a little dangle here, relaxing the neck, relaxing the head, relaxing the shoulders. And then whenever you're ready, you bend your knees, you step back, coming onto one knee, and then the other, and then we're going to slowly lower down onto our backs.
So you're going to start with your feet bent, knees bent, you know what I mean. Feet flat on the floor, just find your neutral spine here. So there will be a little bit of a curve in your spine. Make sure when you're doing any of these exercises, your back isn't lifting off the floor, so you're not overarching in your lower back here. We want our core to be doing the work, not the back. If at any point you feel that your back is going to lift, just do smaller movements. It's not about how big you do it. Now I want you to come into an upside down tabletop. So our calves are going to be parallel to the floor, our knees are over our hips, and then both of our arms reach up towards the ceiling. Now even just in this position, I can feel my core kicking in a little bit, starting to stabilise me. And we're going to do what we did on all fours, so opposite arm to opposite leg. Now, this isn't about getting your leg down towards the floor, it's finding where it feels right for you. So before we do anything, I want you to straighten your left leg, and then I want you to gently lower it down until you get your clutch point. So you will feel your core start to kick in. Now, it might be at 60 degrees, it might be at 45 degrees, it might be at 20 degrees. You will feel that clutch point without your lower back arching. Okay, now bring that knee in. Try not to go below your clutch point because then you might start to put a strain on your lower back. So, engage the core, reach up with the arms. We take a deep breath in, and as we exhale, we take our right arm back, our left leg forwards. We inhale up towards the centre. And then left arm, right leg. So you're just pushing away, and then we come back, drawing it back, lengthening it out. Be mindful of your lower back. Now this can be a very small movement. As long as you can feel it in the core, that's fine. It's not about how big a movement you make. It's finding where it feels right for you, lengthening out and drawing it in. So we're working the core here. We're tightening through our belly. We're working with our breath. Good, nice, slow, controlled movements. If at any point it gets a bit much, you can just hug your knees in towards your chest. You can have a little break. You can also just put your feet down on the floor, whatever feels right for you. Lovely. We're going to do one more time each side, just to make it even. And then gently hug those knees in towards your chest. Little rock side to side. Good. Okay, you're going to place your right foot flat on the floor. You're going to take your left leg straight up towards the ceiling. And then you're going to lower that leg down again until you feel your core start to take over, that clutch point, that biting point. Okay, so you can keep it quite high. As I said, it's not about how low you go. We don't want that lower back to arch. And then what I want you to do is flex your foot so you're pushing away with the heel. Good. Now your fingertips are going to touch your head. Now you can hold it here if this is enough. If you would like it slightly harder, you can gently lift up your shoulders and just look towards your toes, but you're going to hold it. If that isn't comfortable, you keep your shoulders down and just look towards your toes. So you're just feeling this in the core. Okay, we're going to swap legs. So I put one leg down and take my other leg up. Good, so you've got one leg lifted, you've got one foot flat on the floor with the knee bent. Take a moment to find your clutch point. Your shoulders can remain down on the floor. Nice long breath. Good. Now, we're going to swap. So, I bend my right knee, I straighten my left leg. Hold for a breath, and then swap. Foot goes down, foot comes up. Good, and again, swap. And again, now with each breath, you're taking one leg up, you're swapping back. So you inhale, push away, exhale and swap. And again, inhale, push away, Exhale and swap. One more time. Inhale, push away. Exhale and swap. If your shoulders are lifted, relax them down. You're going to hug your knees in towards your chest. Gentle little rock side to side. All the hard stuff is done. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. Gently just rock your head from side to side, easing any tension in the neck. You're going to place one foot down on the floor, followed by the other. You're going to place the edges of your feet together and slide your feet a little bit further away from you. And then going to open my knees out to the side. And as I do that, I bring the bottom of my feet together. And just let my hips open to the side. Now again, making sure your lower back isn't arching off the floor as you do this. If this isn't comfortable, keep your feet together but take them further away from you. If you want a deeper stretch, you bring your heels closer in towards your pelvis. And then allow your body to relax in your reclined round angle. Again, if this isn't comfortable, just lengthen both legs out and find your Shavasana just a little bit early. Just find where it feels right. Good, long, slow breath. Directing your awareness towards the hips, towards where you can feel the stretch. Perfect. You're going to take a hand on the side of each thigh. Slowly bring those knees up towards each other. Keep your feet flat on the floor with your knees bent. You're going to hug your left knee in towards you. And as you do that, you're going to lengthen out your right leg. Good. You're going to take your right hand to the outer side of your left thigh. And your left arm goes T-shaped on the floor. And then from here, you slowly start to bring your left knee just across to the right side of your body. So placing your right hand on your outer thigh. That's it. Just gently bring that across. And now you can keep both your bum cheeks down on the mat if that feels more comfortable. You can keep your hips, your back, everything down. You're just applying a little bit of pressure to your left thigh and get a bit of a stretch around your bum, around your outer thigh. If you want a more intense stretch, if you want more of a twist in the spine, you can lift up on that left butt cheek, that left hip, and you can just come a little bit further over the body. But you're anchoring down your shoulders with your left arm being out to the side. So find where it feels right for you. Again, release into the edge of the stretch. Don't push too far. Relax and breathe. Good, nice long slow breaths in here and exhale. Wonderful. I'm going to slowly bring that back towards the centre, place that foot flat on the floor. I'm going to bring my other leg in towards my chest and then I'm going to slide my left leg out. Good, I'm going to take my left hand to the outer side of my right thigh. Right arm goes T-shaped. I gently start to bring it across the body. And remember, it's your choice whether you lift up in that back. If you've got a bit of a tweaky back today, it might feel nicer to leave both your bum cheeks down. It might feel better to stretch it. This is all about you. This is all about how it feels for you. Good, nice deep breath in. And exhale. Lovely, and again, deep breath in. And exhale. Good, you're going to slowly bring that back towards the centre, and then you're going to lengthen both of your legs out. You're just going to start to come into your Shavasana. So you're just going to relax here for a moment, just gently finding a position that is comfortable for you. Now it might not actually be comfortable for you to have your legs stretched out. You might prefer to have your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. I've given you the option to stay on an eye pillow. It's completely up to you whether you use it or not. They do have aromatherapy on them, so if there is anything you're allergic to, I can't remember exactly what I put on them, so we don't use it. So I want you to come into your Shavasana, finding your comfort. And then just let all of your body relax down. So we don't often get the chance to do nothing, so I would fully embrace it. Allowing yourself to settle down into the support of the floor beneath you, allowing yourself to settle down into the comfort and feel yourself start to relax. We're going to do one more deep breath in, and then as you exhale, feel yourself letting go. Feel your body letting go. Feel your mind letting go. There's nothing you need to do in this moment. Just get ready to connect with your heart. And we're shifting now from doing into being. There's nothing we need to do. Our legs are relaxed, our feet are relaxed, our arms are relaxed, our shoulders are away from our ears. We're allowing our body to breathe for us. We don't need to do anything. Our neck is lengthened and relaxed. Just scan over your whole body, making sure everything is as comfortable as can be. Taking a deep breath in. And as you exhale, letting go even deeper. And begin to feel the stillness. Knowing that you can move, but you just relish the sweetness of this stillness. This simple being. Everything is here for you in this stillness. And just receive my words effortlessly. Just follow the sound of my voice. No need for concentration or thinking. Let your mind rest. Let your body rest. And just be aware with your heart. We're going to go through a rotation of consciousness, just taking a trip to the energy points accessed throughout the body. Noticing any sensations, energies or visions that might arise, but remain free from them, so we're not judging, we're not analysing, you're just noticing, simply travelling on, carefree. There's nothing you're looking for, no goal, just being. Your mind is quiet and your heart is aware. Start by bringing awareness to the point between the eyebrows. Effortless awareness of the point between the eyebrows. The hollow of the throat. The right shoulder joint. elbow, wrist, right thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Effortless awareness. The right wrist joint, elbow, shoulder, hollow of the throat, left shoulder, elbow, wrist, left thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, left wrist, elbow, shoulder, hollow of the throat, the heart center, right side of the chest, your heart center, left side of the chest, your heart center. Just fix awareness at your heart center, effortlessly, without thinking, just feeling. And then just bring your awareness to your chest, filling with each breath, just noticing this. It's filling with oxygen to vitalise all of your body. And also energetically, you're pulling in a vital life force known as prana. You're pulling this in from all around you whenever you breathe, not just in your yoga class, whenever you breathe. With each breath in, your body receives more of this life force than it needs. With each deep breath in, your body is fed the energy it needs. And then it silently sighs with relief as you exhale. Take a deep breath in and then hold until your body naturally wants to let go, and then exhale. No need to force it, just find this easy, relaxed rhythm that feels just right. You're inhaling, filling with oxygen, with energy, your prana, holding as the energy is received and dispersed, and then exhaling the silent sigh of relief. Just continue breathing in this way, witnessing, watching your breath, feeling yourself filled with this prana, this life force, this vitality, holding on to that energy as it's received and dispersed. And then exhaling the silent sigh of relief. A deep but relaxed inhale. A soft holding. And a long and effortless exhale. Inhaling energy. Retaining gently. And then letting go of any effort as you exhale. Inhale, softly holding and effortlessly exhaling. Now just bring awareness back to your heart centre. Let go of the breath, just breathe normally, allowing your body to breathe for you. I want you to picture at your heart centre a beautiful glowing light in your favourite colour, whatever colour that is. And just feel this light at your heart centre. This illuminated, glowing light. Hold awareness of it. And allow this light to fill your heart centre. And then feel that this light is filling your heart centre and it's growing, it's expanding, and as it expands, the light is pulsing, it's radiating. It's expanding out beyond your heart centre, it's overflowing, and this beautiful glowing light is flowing out throughout your whole body, down through the arms to the fingertips, down through the legs to the toes. This beautiful light, this energy radiating out even beyond the body, spilling out and creating this field of light, of energy all around you. And know that you're surrounded by this beautiful, energizing light. Bright, warm, comforting. And now we let go of that visualization. You gently just bring your awareness just back to your breath. Noticing the soft inhale and the soft exhale. Maybe noticing your heart swelling as you inhale and releasing as you exhale. And just bring awareness back towards your physical body. Feeling your body lying on the floor, feeling the pressure of any part of your body that is touching the floor. Back of your head, your shoulders, backs of your arms, your buttocks, your calves, your heels. Just feel that connection with the ground beneath you. And I just want you to take a deep breath in and really feel that belly, that chest all breathing up, all opening out, a bigger movement throughout your body. And exhaling everything out, feel it all soften. As you start to feel this movement of the bigger breath in your body, I want you to start to make some other movements in your body, maybe moving your fingers, your toes. You can gently rock your head from side to side, keeping it on the floor. You can start to make bigger movements if you want, whatever your body feels is calling to you. Whenever you feel ready, you're going to slowly bend one knee and then the other, and then roll over onto your right side before pushing yourself up to a seated position. Just raising the crown of your head towards the ceiling. There is no rush. I want you to just take a moment to notice how your breath feels. Notice how your mind feels. Notice how your body feels. And then take a deep breath in, lift up the shoulders. And as you exhale, drop the shoulders and softly open your eyes. Good. Hands at the side of the body. Take a nice long breath in. Little side bend over to the left. Good. Inhale up towards the centre. Over to the right. Inhale up towards the centre. And then bring both hands down. You're done, my lovelies. Thank you. How does your back feel now?
Good. Oh, yeah, good. I've got a twinge on
I
my
saw in the end you were moving.
yeah.
Did you not have it before?
I probably did. Yeah, just right on the top of my.
I get some heat on that today.
Yeah.
Sometimes just like a shower and then a blast with the shower head on it is
Yeah.
good enough. That's what I find.